everyone, welcome to their podcast. I'm Celine and that's Sarah, and today we are going to talk about something that's been in the news very, very often. Do you notice there has been a lot of scams recently?
Yes, I just received a call today.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
You know, I've been receiving a lot of emails, like, you know, the very old style. Oh, someone died, or like I receive a few emails like, oh, I'm a prince from somewhere and I want to give you. I thought people like stopped doing this type of scams already, but like I don't know why they're like
Actually,
resurfacing.
I don't know. I feel like some of them, um, they're not just trying to scam your money. I feel like some of them are like money laundering businesses. Like the emails.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, but the more ridiculous one I got was they say I've been watching some stuff from certain websites and then they can track my activity. Then if I don't pay them right, then they'll expose me to all my friends.
Yeah, I don't know why. What is it with like? There's so many scams nowadays. Like, okay, so that's why today we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about like the big international ones that you've probably heard before, and we're also going to talk about very funny local Singaporean scams. Like the kind that you look at it in the newspaper and you really laugh. Okay, so the ones that we're gonna talk about, they have no victims, so don't need to feel bad for them. Just, I don't know, feel bad that the person thought it was going to work. Like,
Okay.
yeah, you know.
Okay, recently I watched Inventing Anna on Netflix. So the show is apparently is lightly fictionalized. But the actual event that happened. Okay, so I'm going to give a summary. So Anna, her real name is Anna Sorokin. So she took on the identity of Anna Delvey. And then she lived in New York City. So she paraded as a wealthy German heiress to try to infiltrate herself into the inner circle of the city's biggest socialites. So during her time in the city, she scammed countless people, hotels, banks, and often used invalid credit cards or fake bank statements to create the illusion of wealth. And she even created the idea of the Anna Delvey Foundation, a private club and art foundation to entice wealthy donors and further her brand. So how she was exposed was that after she tried bouncing from hotel to hotels and repeatedly not paying her bills, she was evicted. And during a sting operation in October 2017, she was finally arrested. And when she was arrested, she was actually staying in an addiction treatment facility in in Los Angeles County, California. So if you want to know why she was there when she was caught, you all should go and watch the show. It was very smart. Like why she chose to go there, like the reason for going there, I felt that she was really smart. So so the total amount that she scammed was about 275,000, I believe it's US dollars. Yep.
Oh.
So she was charged and she went to jail in I think 2019. But recently I saw news that they're trying to deport her back to Germany.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You should go and watch the show. The way she did the scams was really smart.
It does sound like,
like basically
it
she
does sound
beef up her, she lied about her background and then beef up her portfolio to like scam very big names.
Yeah. So this is just proof that anyone can fall prey to scams. Yeah, I think like sometimes we think of scams, right? You always think like, oh, it's only like people who have no digital literacy or like older people who will fall prey to scams. But like I feel nowadays, right, the scams are getting so much smarter. So
like the OCBC one, the recent one.
So in Singapore, the OCBC scam happened, and it was a very big thing because a lot of people were scammed. People were basically sending out the scammers were basically sending out SMS saying that you need to send in your information and you need to click a link in the SMS, and the link, you know, is like to prevent your funds from being transferred out or whatever. So a lot of people, of course, when they see this, they immediately went to click, and everything looks so similar to the official OCBC website, and people lost money. I think OCBC didn't compensate them, and The last that I
But
read,
they recovered some of the
yeah, they
money.
recovered some, but those people who didn't get recovered, I think OCBC didn't compensate them, so they did lose a lot of money. They basically their whole savings got wiped clean. Yeah, which is it's really very sad. People work years for it. So
But I feel like this scam really costs everyone a lot of inconvenience.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
because you're in UK now, I don't know whether you notice or not, but whether you tried to log in to your bank accounts here and tried to transfer money. So basically, right, now when I go try to log in to like pay now my friends, right, they will ask me to read this certain T&C, basically about being beware of some
Oh yeah,
phishing
yeah.
scams. Then you need to click I agree and then continue. And then after I make the transfer, right, I'll receive both SMS and email.
Oh yeah, I have the same thing. I thought I use DBS, so DBS will send the same thing like, oh, have you make sure that it's not scam, blah blah blah. Actually, even in UK when I'm transferring funds, I don't know if it's I guess it is a big problem in UK, but I have a local UK bank account. Even when I'm using the UK bank account transfer, they still have the same thing. They ask like, I think it's more questions than the Singapore one, because they ask like, do you know who you're sending to, and then you have to click, and then are you sure this person is not part of the scam, what is this product for? They ask a lot of questions, because sometimes I transfer big amounts. I think there's no choice, but do you think that this is really useful?
Actually, I think it is because for now, right, to add a payee, right, you need to wait for 12 hours
Oh
for it to
no!
approve.
Oh
So
my
it's
gosh,
correct.
I did not know that.
So when I
Okay,
set up a
okay.
digital token, right, I need to wait for 12 hours. So I think they will send you an email when you try to set up. So maybe they give you 12 hours to check your email and like verify that it's really you. And then if something wrong, then you raise it to them. So I think they try lah, like from the bank side, they really
Yeah.
try.
I really, these scammers, yeah, right, just makes life so difficult and so inconvenient. Like, so now a lot of the scams, they're using a lot of technology and including like social media. So the other one that that came up recently is the Tinder Swindler, and I think most people also have heard of the story. So basically, this guy, what's his name? Oh, he has multiple names. I forgot what. He has multiple names. So I forgot what was his real name. My God, I forgot to check.
Okay. Simon Levi.
Yeah. Okay, so this guy called Simon, he's from Israel, and he was scamming a lot of people in Europe. Love scams. So basically, he'll go on Tinder, then he'll match with people, and he will bring the girls out on extravagant dates. Really, really extravagant, flying on private jets, and then bringing them, like, spending like thousands in like the club, and then go shopping, hotels, like the best of the best, and he will spare no expense to impress the girl. And then afterwards, so for the one particular girl, 3 months in, he'll start to say like, oh, I need you to transfer money to me, my enemies are chasing after me. And then the girl actually sent him $20,000, and he and even got an Amex card under her name for him to spend. So he did this to multiple girls, and all of them raked up $100,000 of debt, hundreds of thousands of debt.
Oh, and it's like cause credit card, right? So the interest will just compound.
And the guy, he eventually got caught in Israel for something else. He got caught for fraud, I think, small fraud, and he got let off after 4 months.
He's free now.
Yeah, he's a free man. So now he's a free man walking around Israel. And so but now he can't leave Israel, because once he leave into Europe or he goes to US, there is Interpol waiting to catch him. So
okay, I didn't know that.
He's
banned from Tinder.
The worst part is that even after all this come out, he still has a girlfriend. Did you watch Tinder Swindler, right? Yeah. He had a girlfriend in the end. Like, what the hell are you thinking? Like, and he's still like acting as if nothing happened. So after I watched Tinder Swindler, I was really very, very pissed off. I was so angry. I was like, oh my God, seriously? What's wrong with this guy? Yeah, because he's free. And I feel very bad for, especially one of the ladies, right? She said that she was his girlfriend for 3 years, you know.
Is he the one that sell all his stuff? Like
Yeah,
steal
the
all
one who
his
sold
brand?
his stuff. Yeah. She was his girlfriend
I
for
didn't
3
feel.
years.
Yeah. I agree with what she did.
Of course, I would agree with what she did also. He's such a horrible person. I think, that made me feel very like, I don't know, if your boyfriend for 3 years, right, you cannot trust, who can you trust, you know?
Okay.
Speaking of love scams, in Singapore, there's also a lot of love scams. And for one period of time, the police was sending out a lot of notices.
Oh
Or
yeah, they
like, you know, there
paste
are
at like
banners. Yeah, there are banners around, right?
HDB. Then my
Yeah.
NUS the bus stop also have. I remember.
They're like, don't fall into love scams. Then they put like the picture of some very like good looking lady. Then she'll put it, too good to be true. Probably is. And in Singapore, yeah, I think so many people fall into love scams. Not just lonely older people, but a lot of young people. So recently,
Yeah,
not
like
recently, but
even the Tinder one also, they are all quite young. They're not old.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which makes it very scary, right? It's like you can't even tell. I think a lot of these people who got scammed, right, they are very ashamed to report. So in the Tinder Swindler, the ladies did say that they were quite hesitant to show their face to the media because they know that a lot of people will say that they are being stupid. They were so stupid. They shouldn't have done this. They shouldn't have done that. But
But how about if it happened to you?
if
Will you
the love
will you
scam happened
come
to
out?
me,
Yeah, will you come out and like do this kind of thing?
be
Okay,
part of
it
a documentary.
depends how much Netflix is paying me.
Yeah. That's true.
It depends how much Netflix is paying me to do this.
I think okay. So even if they don't pay me, even if they pay me, I feel like it's still very embarrassing because you're coming out and there are a lot of people who are very, very unpleasant. You know, in like on Facebook, sometimes I will see people who are posting scams. You know, like Facebook, sometimes just ordinary people, they just be posting. Sometimes they get scammed and then they'll put the screenshots and everything. And then the comments that people have leave under it, especially, I don't know, Singaporean comments, they're very, very harsh. Like, why you so stupid?
You ask for it.
Yeah, you ask for it. Why you give them your number? Why you you know, get fooled by the girl or get fooled by the guy? And I don't know, I feel like
Maybe they were dumb, but then like it's not their fault. Is it?
yeah. I don't think I won't say that they're dumb because some people I feel like they're very. Sometimes I feel like
Just
you fall in
unlucky
love
lah.
with someone. Yeah, you fall in love
Yeah,
with
it's just
someone, right? You
unlucky.
really want to give them the benefit of doubt. And I feel like it's a very sad world if you're very cynical of every single person you come across. That's not to say that you shouldn't be careful, but like if you meet a new friend and then your friend just say like, oh, can lend me $50, and you know that and then you're like, okay, you know, I just give you benefit of doubt and then I lend you, and then like, you know, turns out that it doesn't work. Then people call you like, why you so stupid? You know, you this person like you're not very close. Why you lend money? That kind of thing. I feel like it's quite sad, lor. If we reduce to that kind of not reduce to like, but it's very sad. Yeah. So,
Oh yeah, you
that being said, huh?
have you gotten scammed before?
Yes, I have gotten scammed. So the scam in this scam, I lost $2. So it wasn't a big deal, but I also fell for what was, you know, that time I was young, and then like there was this ad that said this ad. Because I bought something. I think I bought something, and then be like, oh, lucky draw to win like iPhone, right? Then I like, okay, lucky draw. Then I'm going to put my number in. Then after that, they ask for my credit card, which, okay, credit card. Once they ask for credit card details, it should always be a red flag. But okay, I didn't like, I was just like, yeah, maybe I'll win an iPhone, whatever. But they only took $2 from me, lah. So.
Oh, yeah, I think once they ask for credit card, right, you should
Yeah,
beware already.
once they
Because
ask for credit.
I also kena,
You
but it's $1. I wanted to watch this movie, you know those pirated. Oh my god, will I get arrested? You know those pirated movie websites. So like they say, okay, to verify that you are a real person, right? And to create
Yeah.
an account, right, you need to put in your credit card information. So they charged me $1. Actually, I'm not sure whether it's a scam because I know some places they'll earmark your card to
Yeah.
make sure that the credit card was legit.
Yeah,
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 but
yeah.
after
I
that,
mean, I don't know whether yours is a scam because I have seen some places they do that
okay, but just in case, I just called the bank and then I cancelled the card.
and got your $1 back.
Yeah, I got my $1 back.
I never got my $1 back. I never got my $2 back. So
You
I
have a
also.
friend. Okay,
Oh
okay.
yeah.
Friends
So
there.
yeah. I also have friends who got into more serious scams. So back in the day, I won't say when, I don't identify this person, but like when I was a teenager, I got a friend who got into one of an investment scam. So there was this period of time, right? Also, investment scams were very, very big thing. So my friend, Sarah also knows this guy. Everybody I know Sarah knows. So yeah, anyway, we both know this guy. And so at that time, I thought it was too good to be true. So basically, what this person wanted to join a company, and this company said that, oh, they'll provide a lot of learning experience. You know, you can go overseas, and you know, like do business ventures, experience. You know, for students, I feel like a lot of them, they're like, what's that word? They're
Hungry for success.
no, a lot. A lot of students that what how do you say that word? It's like every time you mention the word experience, and you mention overseas experience, all the students are like,
Oh, then tunnel vision.
yeah. And again, I don't blame this person because I mean, we are young. That time we were young, and you know, we really were trying to get a start,
Get exposure.
get ahead. Yeah, get ahead of the game. You know, like you want to be the one that goes overseas with to experience like doing business overseas, all that kind of stuff. So he said that, you know, you have to join. So this guy, let's call the scammer. Okay, the scammer said that, oh, in order to go for all this, be exposed to this, you have to join this program. And under this program, we will provide training. We will provide like we'll provide training, the opportunities, workshops, and networking events. So you can, after you pay this like few $1,000s, you definitely will get it back. And he said that this $1,000 is it's not payment for the opportunity, but this $1,000 is actually an investment. So you're actually like, you know, just investing, and then eventually you will get that money back. And my friend actually got into this whole scheme because his trusted friend from primary school was the one who introduced it to him.
Okay. Was it like a video? Then they tell you got some seminar to attend. To train you stuff.
No, his friend. So what happened was his friend's name is like M lah. Okay, so M is his primary school friend. Told him that, oh, you know, are you interested in doing business? Blah 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 blah. All that, and then of course my friend will call him like B. Said sure, of course very interested, and he just got into it like that. And because M was his childhood friend, I think he let his guard down. Because a lot of us around him, we knew that it was a scam. And me and another guy, we did tell him, we said like, I really, really, really think that this is too good to be true. They're not investing money for you, they're just taking your money. I don't believe that such a because okay, what they also said, right, was that this program, right, is headed by a very large conglomerate.
They named the conglomerate?
Yeah, and they named the conglomerate. I forgot what was the name, because it was a fake one, obviously. But if you go and Google it, right, the website was there. So it's exactly like, you know, like I think like the Tinder Swindler, he set up Everything was set up. So if you try and search for the people involved, you try and search for the company involved, it was there. And I think sometimes for the very big conglomerates, you don't really know the name. Like, for example, the owner of Mango. Let's say the owner of Mango. It was W or something, right? I can't remember what's the name. But not a lot of people know who owns them. That's what I mean.
Okay. I get it.
Yeah, that's what I meant. So in the end, he got scammed of a few $1,000s, and then he finally realized, because they kept making him pay for stuff, including paying for cufflinks. They said to attend the networking events, you need to go and get like formal, very, very, very formal looking clothes. And these formal looking clothes must be bought from a specific place. And this specific place was selling cufflinks to teenagers for like $200, $300.
It's an online website.
No,
it's a website.
It's a
real shop.
Real shop. It's a real shop in Tanjong Pagar.
Wow.
But I was like,
so did we?
Yeah, that's the thing. It gets very confusing, right? Because you don't know whether it's real or not. And I said, like, why are you spending $300 on cufflinks? Like, why is it necessary?
When he put in the investment, did he make him like sign any papers? Like contract or anything?
I think they did.
So they really made it look very legit.
Yeah. So the thing is, during one of these networking events, right, this person, another of my friend was there also. And then he told me, he was like, oh, you know this guy? I saw him there. And so, I guess it was quite a widespread thing at that time. And eventually, he realized, but it was too late. He can't get back the money anymore. He stopped talking to his friend, I think. Stopped talking to M.
Oh.
Because
so M was scam also.
Yeah, I think M knew. I feel like he knew. Because eventually he did like give back the money. He gave back a portion. He gave back like a portion of the money. He didn't give back everything.
Wait. So he gave the money to M?
He gave the money to the scammer, the direct scammer, right? But he go and scold M. And M was like, okay, I give you some money back.
Okay. So it's either M is in like cahoots with the scammer, or M really felt bad because he's the one who introduced the scammer to him.
Yeah, I don't know which one. But I think...
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know which one. So, I don't know. These are very funny scams, right? Like, always happening one.
Okay, I think like the moral of the story is that if it's too good to be true, right, then it's a scam.
Yeah. I think that used to be true, right? But then, with cryptocurrency now, you really cannot tell. I think cryptocurrency at first, people all thought that cryptocurrency was a scam, especially
Bitcoin, right?
No, sometimes I still think NFT is a scam. I don't know what the NFT is doing. But anyway, NFTs, people got scammed. Like they got scammed into buying cryptocurrency, saying that this cryptocurrency has potential for growth, and then people just take all the money and then shut down the whole coin. So all the money is gone. But then like Bitcoin at the start, everybody thought that it won't last. It's just some kind of scam. You pay your money, don't even know where the money is going. But look how well Bitcoin is doing now. So I feel like it's really just getting harder and harder and harder to tell, because these schemes are getting so detailed. Okay, but today we want to end off also by sharing some of our favorite scams, and that is the funny Singaporean scams. So we have two that we want to share. The first
there's one new one that came in today. The one that the police caught the scammers.
I haven't read that, but today, the one that... So one of the scams that happened recently in Singapore. So if you're not in Singapore...
It's like Singaporean Anna, but stupid version.
So I think the funniest one, I read it and I laughed so much, was some guy tried to deposit a $1 trillion check to the bank. He tried to scam the bank. So basically, this scammer, right? What's his name? I forgot also.
Anyway, I'm trying to dig out the news. What's his name? Do you remember his name?
No, I don't know. That's why I just asked you.
He is, as quoted by CNA, habitual swindler. He posed as a rich Korean heir to buy properties. He made the boyfriend lie to the police.
That was the
His
1
name
trillion
is
one.
yeah, this is 1 trillion one. His name is Jared Low Jin Yong, sorry. 27 years old.
So when this scam happened, right, it was 4 years ago when he was 23, okay? So he was like a full-grown adult when he decided that it was the best idea. He was going to trick the bank by depositing a $1 trillion check under his mother's name. And the worst thing, right, is the mother's bank account was closed. Actually, that's not the best. That's not the worst thing. The worst thing was he thought that he was going to get away with $1 trillion. But the mother's bank account was closed. So when he wrote that check, the check was linked to a bank account that doesn't exist anymore. And eventually, obviously, he got caught by the police. And I just... it was so stupid. 1 trillion...
He could have started with a smaller amount.
A
more believable amount.
Yeah, actually, even if he put like 20k or something, still okay, right? Not 1 billion, you know. There's nobody on this earth that got 1 trillion, you know. And he was just like, no. If I shoot for the stars, I will land on the moon, you know. That was just what he was thinking. So then there was another guy.
You know, I read this news 3 times already, but I still find it very funny. Like the top, he scammed a lot. Like he did a lot of scams.
Yeah.
So like, he go and meet people on dating apps, and then he tried to scam like phones out of them, or like he issued checks for like different properties, the different like companies selling the properties. So like that one's still not so bad. Like at least like you can tell that he tried. He really put in some thought. But until I scroll until the 1 trillion, right, I lost it.
Then recently there are some people who tried to bank in a $10,000 Singapore note into
DBS.
Plaza Sing DBS. Yeah, $10,000 fake note. You know, actually, I was checking, right, Singapore has the 10,000 Singapore dollar note is one of the biggest that is still in circulation, because I think it's to prevent laundering, that they make all the money smaller, the notes value smaller. And so even this 10,000, they're planning to like slowly phase it out. Of course, you will get scrutiny for... I don't know. I feel like I read this and I was like...
No,
he was trying to scam a bank.
And a machine.
Yeah.
Because usually the machine can tell whether it's... I thought like the machine can tell whether it's counterfeit or not.
Yeah, exactly. I don't
like,
know what
he was trying
thinking.
to outsmart a machine.
There's so many layers of scrutiny in this. First of all, right, $10,000, the bank confirm will like check. Then after that, now he's using a fake one and doing on the machine. I was like, if they just printed like $100, and then you just spend the $100 in a shop, sometimes people cannot tell, because scams in Singapore, fake notes in Singapore is not very common. It's really not very common. Like in other countries, when you use notes,
they'll put in some machine,
if
right?
you go like to Indonesia, I've been to Indonesia many times, they always have like this box. No, the machine which is the one the bank uses to check if the notes are real or not. In Singapore, we don't see such things anywhere except in the bank. So, not like encouraging anyone to go out and photocopy money, but like, it's like, what are you thinking of? I just don't get it. What was the one you saw today? Yeah.
No, the one I saw today is the police went to catch scammers.
It's like these people, right? They don't even bother to put in any effort. It's like, why are they asking the police to come and catch them? Like, why?
Okay, I found the news. 35 arrested in anti-scam enforcement operation. Police investigating more than 1,200 cases involving 31 million. It's a crypto scam.
No, but that one is not like a stupid scam. I thought that one was quite smart. They spend the money on like watches and like cars and everything, right? I saw the headlines.
Okay.
So
No, I feel like it's the one that your B and M friend. So okay, they say right, once Leop, the victims would be introduced to investment experts who claim to be sharing sure win tips.
yeah,
Okay, if it's too good to be true, right, then it's probably a scam.
yeah, I'm very very wary of this kind of like sure win tips and people claiming that they can be your mentors. You know. I never understood. I think okay, mentors sometimes in a different setting it makes sense. Like if you are like from a church or something, then you have like a mentor, it still makes sense. But I never can understand why anybody needs a life mentor, especially one that you have to pay.
Why help other people get rich?
Exactly. So that is all for our scams episode. Everybody, please be aware. Be vigilant, as Lawrence Wong will put it.
Wow.
Be vigilant. Yeah. Especially, please don't scam the old people. I feel like you scam the old people really very sad.
Oh yeah. Someone like they're not very up to date with the
yeah.
technology. And it's not their fault, you know. They just live longer.
They are always like the obvious targets, right? Because you know they don't know how to check, and sometimes you go and send them like a fake. Some people send them like, you know, fake police notice, then they get very scared. I mean, like,
okay,
don't do that lah. Just don't do that. Come on.
No, the thing about it from the, let's say you're a scammer. Okay, not that I'm trying to encourage any kind of lifestyle. Just imagine you're a scammer. Of course, you go for the victims that they are easiest to get, right?
I know, but like I feel like really just have a heart lor. These old people, they very sad. Like every time I see the old people get scammed, I really feel very, very, very sad. It's like you're supposed to enjoy your last years on earth, you know.
And
like,
like retirement.
Yeah,
like,
it's the
life
retirement
saving
fund. You want them like you take all their money, then they really what are they going to do? You want them to like what work? Just so sad.
Okay.
Yeah, so
we come
stop
to the
scamming
end.
people lah. Just stop scamming people. You want to get rich fast, just try and buy the lottery.
Just work hard.
Yeah.
They don't want that's why they scam.
Scamming.
Just buy lottery.
just try and buy the lottery and hope you win big. Yeah, so
Okay.
yeah, that's all for our episode. Thank you for joining us. And if you got scammed, please let us know. We're really very curious, not to make fun of you, but you know, like scams are just very interesting, getting smarter and smarter. So thank you for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.